The vast golden savannah stretches out before us, home to the Great Migration.
The lioness stops, sensing something is amiss in the golden hour. She scans the horizon intently.
The lioness guides her young through the golden hour, a time of both beauty and lurking danger on the savannah. The lioness pauses, ensuring her cub is settled, before moving deeper into the tall grass.
With a subtle gesture, the mother signals the time has come. The young cub must now remain perfectly still, hidden in the tall grass.
For a dominant male, patience is paramount. This silverback surveys the vast savannah.
Here in the golden hour, the next generation of predators begins to observe their world. A world both beautiful and perilous.
A master of its environment, the gorilla maneuvers silently through the undergrowth, its every movement deliberate and precise.
The young cub is playful, blissfully unaware that the shadows are growing longer, and something much larger is drawing near.
The massive silverback steps cautiously into the golden hour light. He keeps low, moving.
Emerging from the protective shadows of the tree line, the great ape ventures into the vastness of the savannah, alert to the potential dangers of the open plain.
The cub remains seated, its ears twitching at the slightest sound. Unaware, perhaps.
Hidden by the swaying grass, the powerful shoulders of the adult gorilla emerge. He moves closer. Instinctively, the cub turns, unaware of the imposing figure emerging from the dense jungle.
The silverback gorilla, typically herbivorous, clutches the struggling cub, a moment rarely captured on the open plains.
The adult gorilla moves steadily across the savannah, carrying the young lion cub tightly against its chest, seeking the sanctuary of the large tree.
Having reached the base of the massive tree, the gorilla surveys the route upwards, the young cub clinging tightly to its surrogate parent.
Here we see the western lowland gorilla, utilizing its powerful arms to grip the tree while keeping the vulnerable lion cub close.
In a rare display of interspecies guardianship, the massive silverback slowly navigates the ancient tree.
High above the golden savannah, an unlikely bond is formed. The gorilla shields the vulnerable cub from the dangers below.
Gripped firmly in the massive hand of the gorilla, the lion cub's distress is palpable. Yet, the giant ape remains unmoved.
Having left the cub concealed, she now approaches with caution, ensuring the area is safe before the reunion.
Drawn by instinct, the lioness searches the area where her cub was last seen.
The lioness circles the area, her senses heightened. She detects a scent that causes her concern, her movements growing sharper.
The lioness freezes, lifting her head as a faint cry echoes from above, carried by the warm savannah air.
Tense and alert, the lioness locks her gaze onto the upper branches. High in the acacia, a subtle movement betrays another predator's presence.
High above the savannah, a dramatic standoff unfolds. The lioness is powerless as the gorilla asserts dominance over her cub.
Tense and focused, the lioness digs her claws into the dirt. She takes a cautious step toward the...
Hesitation turns to restraint. The lioness steps away from the acacia, her movements deliberate and calm, defying the instinct to attack.
The lioness moves with controlled precision, her tail kept low. She glances back towards the acacia tree.
The lioness moves away from the safety of the acacia tree, drawn by the faint cries of her cub hidden deep within the grass. The seasoned guide knows that patience is paramount. He listens intently for the subtle calls that signal movement deep within the grasslands. Following the distant cries, the warden scans the horizon. In this golden hour, patience is the ultimate virtue. High in the canopy, movement suggests activity. A closer look reveals a flock of scarlet and yellow birds, disturbed perhaps by our presence.
The warden had been tracking the matriarch for days, but what he saw now suggested trouble on the horizon.
Deep in the savannah, communication is vital. The guide reaches for the radio, preparing to summon professional assistance for the stranded vehicle.
He listens closely, straining to hear past the ambient noise.
The success of the mission depends on this fragile connection.
The call came in just after 1400 hours.
We have a confirmed sighting, Sector 4.
Everyone move now.
The rapid mobilization is critical. Every second counts when dealing with a distressed animal.
Base, moving out.
The team mobilized quickly, the golden hour light signaling the urgency of the mission deep in the savannah.
The rescue team moves slowly across the golden savannah. They are searching for a pride of lions reported near the acacia trees.
Deep in the savannah, the rescue unit advances toward their target. With the equipment prepared, the success of the mission hinges on their steady hands and observation.
As they near the coordinates, the heavy vehicle slows. This open terrain offers little cover, demanding careful observation from the team.
The team approaches the acacia, hopeful. After days of tracking, the elusive leopard has finally been spotted.
The team arrives at the acacia grove, maintaining a safe distance to assess the situation before approaching the patient. Under the bright savannah sun, the wildlife team prepares for a challenging rescue operation near the lone tree.
The rescue team advances slowly, taking great care to remain undetected. The success of the mission relies. The lead rescuer signals a halt. They listen carefully as faint cries drift from the distant tree, carried across the savannah by the wind.
In the heart of the savannah, the specialized team advances towards the ancient acacia. Every step is as the team closes in on the isolated tree, their movements become cautious. The target, unseen in the canopy, awaits rescue.
Scanning the upper branches requires patience and precision. In this thick jungle environment, every detail matters in the search effort.
High above the savannah floor, a remarkable sight. A mature silverback shelters a young lion cub, whose cries echo across the plains. The rescue team relies on silent hand signals, a crucial method for coordinating complex operations without alarming the subject high in the canopy.
Kneeling patiently, the team leader waits for the immobilization signal. Precision is paramount in these situations.
They remain perfectly still, an exercise in professional patience. The success of the rescue hinges entirely on selecting the safest possible moment. With the tranquilizer raised, the team's priority is clear. Secure the silverback without endangering the curious cub resting just out of frame.
This unlikely sanctuary, high in the canopy, protects the vulnerable cub from predators below.
Struck by the dart, the massive gorilla reacts instantly. The veterinary team must now wait for the sedative to work before they can approach the infant.
As the drug takes hold, the gorilla sways precariously. Its hold on the trembling cub loosens, placing both animals in extreme danger.
Despite its immense power, the gorilla's grip is failing. The young cub slips closer to the edge, its cries echoing the precariousness of the moment.
Despite the gorilla's desperate reach, the young cub loses its footing high above the savannah floor. The fall is now inevitable.
Having landed gently, the lioness cub remains completely still, a small golden shape amidst the dry savannah grass. Time is of the essence. The specialized rapid response team closes the distance, their focus entirely on the motionless cub ahead.
The rescuers gently stabilize the cub. With its mother likely gone, their swift action is its only hope for survival. The team works quickly, monitoring the cub's shallow breathing. In this silent landscape, every heartbeat is a victory.
In the heart of the savannah, every second counts. The rescuers meticulously arrange their equipment.
The mother watches intently from the tall grass as the team administers aid to her cub, a testament to the fragile trust between wildlife and humanity.
The challenge here is immense. With the mother lioness watching closely, the team must maintain absolute calm.
Under the careful watch of the rescue team, the young lioness began to show the first signs of recovery. Slowly, her breathing stabilized.
With the anesthetic wearing off, the rescuers slowly pull back, allowing the cub space to fully awaken on the savannah floor.
Bathed in the golden light of the early morning, the cub opens its eyes for the very first time. A tentative look at the world it now inhabits.
The team understands the critical importance of space. By slowly backing away, they signal their non-threatening intent to the protective mother.
The lioness takes a cautious step towards her unsteady cub. In this vast savannah, every...
With soft movements, the lioness reconnects with her offspring, reinforcing the family bond.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single, unsteady step.
A gentle nudge confirms the powerful, protective bond between a mother and her cub, bathed in the warmth of the setting sun.
The rescue team quietly retreats across the open savannah, leaving the now reunited lioness and cub completely undisturbed.
The sunlight warms the grass as the lioness and her cub stand together. Calm has returned to this part of the savannah.
The massive silverback rests peacefully now. The tranquilizer administered by the rescue team is still in effect, allowing them to monitor his vitals.
The tranquilizer is slowly wearing off. The team must remain vigilant as the silverback begins to stir, ensuring a safe distance is maintained.
The golden hour bathes the savannah in warmth, and the first stirrings of the day are felt.
As the anesthesia wears off, the rescuers begin their careful withdrawal. Any sudden movement could jeopardize the peaceful recovery of the dominant male.
Regaining full consciousness, the massive gorilla lifts his head, taking in the sights and sounds of the open savannah.
Here beneath the acacia, the great silverback finds respite from the midday sun.
The gorilla leans forward, planting his knuckles firmly. With a surge of power, he rises. A wide berth was crucial. As the silverback slowly regained its footing, the rescuers held their position, recognizing the delicate balance of trust.
Here, on the bright African savannah, the massive silverback rises to his full, imposing...
With a steady, powerful gait, the massive silverback heads toward the protective shade of the distant trees, undisturbed by our presence. As the golden hour approaches, the mother ensures her cub is safe before the hunt begins. The African savannah, a timeless landscape where the rhythm of life continues unbroken.
The bond between mother and cub is absolute. Together they move deeper.